welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your homegirl, Adosha Wright. Y'all know who I am by now, right? The author of Curly Hair Adventures, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, and the free download on my Patreon site called the Beauty and Barber Survival Plan, how to work your business through a pandemic, wars, or crises. I got my licensed professionals faded, all right? So we are on part 3 of how to take care of Afro hair. So the first one, we broke down the myth of race and all that crazy stuff. And then number 2, we talked about how do you care for a styling, conditioning, all that cool stuff. Number 3 is all about hair shaming. Now, as a licensed cosmetologist, I loathe the hair shaming. Hair shaming and kink shaming, that's another one, you know. Calling hair kinky, nappy, BDB, good hair, you know, if it ain't long and flowy. Oh, let's not forget, last week we got heated when I did a jerry curl, and they tried to say that the lady's hair was not her natural hair because it's altered. So her curls were altered, but her hair, it was still natural. It was just altered. So natural in the sense that it's growing from the scalp. Some people got really, really like antsy patantsy on both of my social media platforms. And so I just wanted to talk about that because sometimes we have to be really careful with our views on how we perceive a person's own personal head of hair. And so hair shaming is not ever a good thing. Now, that's not to say we're not going to be all subjected to being teased. After all, I got called a whole bunch of names growing up. What about you? Yes, so there's no way to escape, you know, the childhood taunting and teasing, so we get that. Now, once you become about 12 and up, you need to cut that out, okay? So how do we avoid hair shaming? We avoid hair shaming, number 1, by learning your history, all right? The best way to end all of the hair shaming for older people is through history. Children, they like to make fun, so that's a whole other conversation. But when you get older, there's a point where it's no longer funny. So you want to stamp that out by giving your children and yourself a lot of history about textured hair. That's number 1. Number 2, you want to understand that what you think is beautiful and what I think is beautiful, they're 2 different things. Now, that's not to say everybody's going to find Rose's hair beautiful, because some people are like, I don't care what you call it, it's ugly. Just like some people think that my hair is absolutely grotesque, and I've had children, I've had people from every age, every walk of life tell me that my hair is actually ugly. And so that's part of being a human, is that you're going to be subjected to other people's opinion. So that's just part of living, what we're going to call that, coexisting. How's that, okay? Now, on the flip side of that, when you're just being a little mean about your perception of what you dislike, that's when we're moving into hair shaming. So let's take this Afro textured hair. This is a hair texture that a lot of times people will come in and their goal is to get a rod set that's going to make it look like this. Shaniqua's, Tiffany's, the Fatu's of the world, you know, the Fontanellas of the world. It ain't going to happen, okay? The only way I can take this pattern and make it look like that pattern is I'm going to have to do what? Alter it. And if she wants her pattern to look like that pattern, I can actually do that by doing what? Altering this texture. Now, they both will be natural, but they both will be altered. However, if I don't use a certain kind of a chemical, I cannot take this texture and turn it into that, and I can't take this texture and turn it into that. I got 3 heads up here, you know? So all these textures, if I want to move them around in any facet, I'm going to have to more than likely chemically alter their natural hair, which will still be natural even if I put a chemical on it. Why, you say? Because chemicals come in various forms. So you have your relaxer or your perms. You have your custard mustard stuff. You have your leave-in conditioners. You have your aloe vera gels that people just concoct and make their own stuff. This is in a can tube jar, but it's actually aloe vera gel that people like to have their hair twisted with it. So even though aloe vera gel is natural, when I put this on her hair to give her twist, that is not her natural texture. I mean her natural pattern. I'm going to alter her afro pattern and give her coil twist. So that too is altered hair. So if I alter her hair with this, and if I alter her hair with a jerry curl, it's still altered, but it's still natural. So let's be careful when we're talking about hair shaming. So again, we understand that children will taunt and tease, and so will adults, because we're just, that's part of being a human, I guess, I don't know. Then number two, you also have the reality that some people, they just don't like it. I don't care what you say. I don't like this hair, I don't like her hair, I like that hair, I don't like that hair. So it varies from person to person, so you are most certainly entitled to your opinion. But then the last one, which is third, when you're moving into true, just outright hair shaming. If your hair is an afro like this, then you ain't black. Hey, cut that sheet of paper. Cut that stuff out, okay? Don't do that. Or if your hair is like this, then you have good hair, you know. Or if your hair is like this, then you have, oh, look at that Vic Beckham bob. Girl, that's it, that's the hair. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, now preference, I prefer this over that. You know, opinion, I think that's ugly, this is cute. I think this is absolutely ugly. I hate bobs. I can't stand stringy straight hair. I just love afro hair. Be careful, guys, okay? So let's move away from hair shaming, because all of these styles are actually, to me, I mean, I'm in the beauty business. So in the beauty business, y'all know, well, all these are beautiful to me, okay? So there you have it. I hope you have a nice, clear understanding that hair shaming is not good, and that the goal as humans is to move away from some of that, you know, taunting and teasing, and let's go into just a matter of factly, I don't particularly care for that. And the other one, oh, I really love that. That's perfectly fine. We all have, you know, opinions are like cell phones. You know what? Everybody has one, all right? Peace, love, and hair. And if you ain't got no hair, then do what? Rub your bald head and subscribe to my channel, and check me out on Patreon if you need some home hair care membership support, okay? Bye.